I always try to think, how long will the feathers be here? Like, what month? Will it be April, May, June? Still be finding feathers? Probably. Guys, duck season's over. It's over. 4 months. Here in the Pacific Flyway, we have 4 months to hunt ducks. And it seems like at some points, it will never end. That's what my wife tells me anyway. But it's over. It's officially over. So the last week of season, my oldest son, Indiana, and his wife and their family were out here. And we hunted hard. All right, let's take them. And I still haven't cleaned up. I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I want to. But I can't be the only one whose backyard looks like this. I mean, I've got decoys all over my game cart. Part of it's, I just don't want to say it's over. And part of it's like, I just don't want to take care of this. All right, here's what I was thinking as I was looking at decoys scattered all across the backyard is I have so many different types of decoys, different brands, and some of them have a long history. Some of the decoys are probably older than me. Maybe not. That's pretty old. Some of the decoys are old, but a lot of them have stories. There's a reason I keep some of them around, a reason I don't use some. I gotta sort through some decoys, clean up some stuff. If you guys wanna hang out, hey, there's my hat, by the way. My youngest son got that for me for Christmas. Kinda cool. Thanks, Pear. If you guys wanna stick around, I'll show you what I hunt with. Maybe tell you a few stories about the decoys. And I just won't be as bored. Cleaning up by yourself is never as fun as when you have somebody to help you. So, would you guys help? Lend a hand, maybe? Talk me off the edge. It'll be okay. All right, let's see what we got. All right, first of all, I have a handful of decoys that my dad used to hunt over. This being one of them. He was a big black duck guy. This was when we lived in southern Indiana. I remember when he bought these, he was so excited at the thought of shooting a black duck. Old flambeau decoys. Must have been late 1980s. That's when he got these. He was a big, he loved the thought of getting a black duck. And so there's no black ducks anywhere close to me here in Idaho, but I still use these, of course. Maybe one day I'll shoot a black duck over these here in Idaho. I've shot them over in Minnesota. Black duck. Yeah, baby! Fat black duck. Look at that thing. Is it pretty or what? The other decoys he loved G&H's. And these were, this is his long line. Most of these are his long line. And these decoys are pretty old too. I mean, they're probably 1990s, early, canvas backs. I think I got some bluebells in here. And I just remember he loved, hey, there's a coffee cup. Okay. He loved G&H's, man. I remember getting the boxes of the old Henriettas in. And here's another one. Remember, he loved these things. And look at the paint. The paint's incredible still. I got bags everywhere, so we're gonna bring them out here, kind of go through, see what I got, see what needs weights, and then put them away. All right, here's what we're going through. This stack. I want to have two go bags that I can just grab and go mallards. And I want to make sure you get weights because I know myself. I know it'll be the day before duck season. I'll be like, I should probably buy my license. And then I'll be like, I should probably see where my decoys are. So I want to have them ready. Of course, I've got a bunch of newer, I think I got a bunch of avians that I bought. When you're hunting the river, you find a lot of decoys. A lot of decoys will just float down because of weeds. We found this one here towards the end of season. Well, it was already a success. No name.
It's all yours.
All right. That guy could be the difference maker.
Yeah, he's a bull.
So Dakota. We found that bubblehead right there. We found this guy. We just found this one. Found some of these avians while we were hunting too. Found this guy here. So we build a spread as we hunt. We have some of these. These are Mayhem decoys that our friend Jason sent us from Mayhem Decoys. very lightweight. I use these for packing into spots you have to walk quite a ways. Here's the thing I remember. When we were filming our DVDs back in Minnesota, and we'd go to events like the Game Fair or something like that, I look back and it's almost comical now. The decoy posses. It's like, you know, people would make fun of like the black hoodie crews or whatever, and people were super loyal, which is great. It's great to be loyal until the next deal or next best thing comes out. What I remember from sponsorships and companies wanting to give us decoys to do in our videos, of course we wanted a good decoy, but we wanted good people first. And so we've worked with Jason from Heavy Hauler and Mayhem Decoys for like, 15, almost 20 years. And we were sponsored by Dakota Decoys, and Bill from Dakota was always a great guy to work with. I think some people are very decoy loyal, like we only buy avians, whatever. I'll hunt with whatever floats down the river, whatever I can find a deal on. A lot of these decoys I bought used off of Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something like that. But then a lot of them are just, you know, this is what my dad hunted over, so I'm gonna do it too. Also, Sean and I bought these old Herders. They're not old. They're probably 10 years old. Herders decoy bags from Cabela's. They were $10 at the time. We should have bought, I think we probably bought 20 bags back then. But they have held up. I mean, look at these things. There's a few holes in them, but for as much as we use them, they are excellent. I don't know about you guys, but do you have like a starting lineup? Like you look at your decoys, like I definitely want that. Here's the deal. This decoy is like 2 years old, and that paint is chipping a lot. This decoy is, I realize it's a different color, but still, this decoy is like 20 years old. See, no wait. I would have been opening day next year, I would have thrown that decoy out and said, what the heck is this in here for? I probably would have had it in the decoy bag for the whole season, because once season starts, it's hard to stop and fix decoys. So that's going right there. I can't tell you how many times I've carried a decoy a mile when we're hunting and realize it has no weight, and then done the exact same thing the following week. All right, bag number one. We got 2 bags. We're calling these guys the starters. Not that there's anything wrong with these guys, but they're what we're calling the reserves, special occasion decoys. Kind of depends on what we're doing. Gosh, I forgot about these. We got decoys everywhere, guys. All right, we got our 2 long line bags right here, which I'll show you in a second. Here's our loose decoy diver bag. This decoy bag I can't remember how I got it. I think I might have bought a bunch of decoys and sold a bunch and got this for free pretty much, but this bag is super durable. Not that you'd want to pack it anywhere, but huge, like big backpack strap. I think this is a Bucks. Yeah, here it is. Right there, Bucks bags, Boise, Idaho. I don't know if they still make them. I don't know if it is intended to be a decoy bag, but it works great. So we have about 2.5 dozen loose golden eyes in here and 1 bufflehead. Buffleheads fit in the cracks. And then on each long line, these are all tangle free. This is about 18 decoys on a big long line. This is on a horseshoe weight, which I might change out with, maybe I should do that right now. Change the weight right now. And these are mostly G&Hs. These are my dad's old G&Hs. And I think there's 16 on this one. Okay, these are my new weights. I'm gonna use one of these for each long line, and it's gonna be on the up current side. A lot of weeds typically in the river, and the weights I have on this one specifically are made more for still water or lakes, which they work great, but sometimes the current will start dragging that line down and we'll have to go chase it, so this should help. I mean, just as I look through my decoys, guys, this is what I'm talking about. This decoy here has my dad's name on it. Still there. And it's been 19 years this fall when he passed away. And he bought these decoys quite a while before that, so looking a little more manageable. Okay, here's our watercraft that we use throughout the year. Here's a little bit bigger kayak picked up. Can haul a few more decoys. I gotta fix up some bungee cords this fall or this summer. Here's my go-to chasing boat, lightweight, Lifetime kayak. Got it right at the Lifetime store in Boise. Here's Old Red. You guys have seen Old Red if you watch our channel. Got this otter sled, dragon stuff. We've got one of my favorite tools, this cart. Look at this thing. This thing is so cool. I mean, it's got 4 wheels that pivot over things. Look at this. I've had other game carts that would just get stuck on those rocks right there. You're wheeling things out in the morning, the thing just crawls over things. I'm wrecking our fire pit, but you get the point, right? I can put the kayak in here, the otter sled, all sorts of things. So this guy here is a valuable tool. We'll put him away at least until, well, I'll still use it this year for, hey, I found more decoys. See those guys? What are you guys doing over here? Okay, got all the decoys put away under there. Not quite done. Got a little more tidying up to do. But we did it. We put them away. We said goodbye. Hey, thanks so much for tagging along this duck season. It's the most we've duck hunted and filmed since we probably lived in Minnesota and filmed. What I would love to hear from you guys is there something during the off season something you enjoy watching, would like to see? We have our friend Mike from CNS Custom Calls who we'll get some calls from him and do some tutorials and probably give them away to you guys. If that sounds good, I'd love to hear comments below, thumbs up. But my cleaning is done for the day. I gotta get to work, so have a great non-duck season, guys. Hope you make it through to next year. See you soon.